1, 3, 4. What's up, my friends? Welcome to this lesson where I'm going to teach you your first Boogie Woogie piano groove. That's going to be so easy because I'm going to teach it to you in a way that makes sense. So if you've ever wanted to learn this awesome musical style at any experience level or any age, so it doesn't matter if you're 80 years old and you've never seen a piano before, we're going to dive into this with no experience needed, and we're going to learn it from step 0 to step 3. And if you think you can't learn this, I've taught thousands of students Boogie Woogie. I'm going to apply my principles to this free lesson on YouTube so that you can actually pick this up, because anyone can learn this. Let's jump into step number 1. So step number 1, we're going to learn a beautiful bass line pattern. This is the whole foundation of Boogie Woogie that we are then going to add right hand melodies onto. Here's the pattern we're learning. This is the classic Boogie Woogie pattern. So I want you to look at this as a shape that we're playing. Our hand starts with the 5th finger down here on this C. This is the middle C, so we're gonna go 1 C below and another C below, because all the piano keys, they repeat. So we're playing down here, C, 2 times with the 5th finger, up to E with the 3rd finger, back down to C with the 5th, up to G with the 1st, back down to C, and then on to A and G. That's 8 notes in total in this bassline pattern. And then we're simply going to loop the pattern in this order. We're also going to add a swing rhythm to it. And you can count this very easily as a beginner with the principle I like to teach called ba-dum. So there's a ba and a dum. And the ba note are always the shorter notes, and the dum notes are the longer notes. So we're starting with a dum, and then we go ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. And that gives you a swing rhythm where one note is shorter than the other. It's very important for blues and boogie woogie music. So just copy me, slow the video down if you have to, and play this bass line pattern. Very good. Now we're going to apply the 12-bar blues progression, which is just the harmony that blues and boogie woogie music always follow. I'm going to put it on screen here, and that means we're playing the same pattern, but from C, 5th finger, and then from F with the 5th finger, and then from G with the 5th finger. So on F, it looks like this. And on G, it looks like this. So now let's follow this 12-bar blues progression here, and then we're gonna have step 1 completed. 3, 4, dum, ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. That's the first bar and second bar. 3rd bar, still on C. 4th bar. Now we're gonna move up to F. 5th bar. 6th bar. Back down to C. 7th bar. And the 8th bar. And up to G for the 9th bar and the 10th bar. And then back to C for the 11th and 12th bar. Phenomenal work so far. That's step 1 complete. Now you can just loop exactly that section in the video here. You can go back and practice it with me. You can also slow the video down, because that's important that you get that ingrained into you. You follow exactly this progression. I also have a free cheat sheet that's 30-page PDF for you, for beginners just starting with Boogie Woogie Piano. You can click the first link in the description and download that, and then print it out, and you'll have the 12-bar blues progression that I have on screen here in front of you, so you can follow it way easier every single day and just smoothly practice and ingrain this. So click the first link below, download that, and then we're gonna move on to step number 2. So step number 2 is gonna be learning our right hand riff. A riff is just an assortment of notes played in a certain order that gives us a melody. This is the one I'm showing you today. Now the way that you should learn riffs and licks and everything on your right hand should be looking at it as a shape on the piano instead of all of these different notes. So the shape that we need is only gonna be the E and the C note. Now this is the middle C here. So put your hand on the E with your thumb and the pinky finger on the C. And now you can see all of these fingers in between, they're free, right? So this is what we're staying in for the whole riff and the whole melody. And this is what we all do in Boogie Woogie. We stay in one shape. And we can just make so much from just one shape. Right? That's just one shape. I'm not moving my hand, so it frees up a lot of thinking of what notes, where am I? No, we're just staying here with our hand. So place your hand here, and the melody will come mainly from this B flat note. That's the black key up here with your third finger, the A with your third finger again, and then the G with your second finger. So you can also just use this without the shape attached to it. B flat, A. So you're using the same finger, third one, for two notes here. That's a very unique, common Boogie Woogie technique. So play around with these notes a little bit. Just to get your hand used to this. Used to doing this. And now we're gonna add our shape, the E and C, on the outside to each of these notes in between with the same fingering. And then you have your riff. Now the next step is to just apply a rhythm to how we're playing the positions of this shape, right? We have this B flat, we have this A, and we have this G. The rhythm that I'm going to teach you this in goes like this. We're gonna do it solo first, just the right hand. Because step 3 will be putting both hands together. Alright, just loop it. And another principle I like is listen and repeat, right? So instead of overcomplicating things, just listen to how I'm playing and repeat that. And develop your own musicality and see how this shape sounds. And really go into the groove as much as you can. And yes, as a beginner, you should do this already if you can. You should already start developing your musicality. And don't be shy, right? Because this is all we're doing here. Then you can start adding single notes on the left hand every 2 bars. Just a C key, you hold it down. This is how we build hand independence, by going step by step, right? Now once you have this rhythm ingrained and it feels semi-comfortable to play, we can work on step number 3. But it's important for you as a complete beginner, you know, if you've never touched the piano before, or if you're new to the Boogie Woogie style, and that swing feeling that you gotta develop, then it's great to just do this solo, just the right hand. You can even change it up a little, you know. Boogie Woogie thrives on freedom and creativity and your own interpretation of what you're playing. And the sooner you get into that thinking, the better for you long term, right? So you can also go, check it out. Instead of ending on the G with your second finger, I was ending on the B flat. You can freely choose between any of these notes in between that I showed you, the B flat, A, and G, right? So I can also go ba, 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 ba. That's another way to play this riff, shape. So we're staying in one shape, but we have endless possibilities. I can also start from down here. How cool is that? We're already improvising as complete beginners. And also, if you're advanced, you know, this is something that most advanced students miss entirely, and they just end up copying a million riffs, but never reach a point where they can actually freely sit down and just play whatever they feel like, you know, and just improvise within a few riff shapes and sound extremely impressive, way more impressive and free and more confident and just cooler than copy pasting 24/7 and just learning from sheet music all the time. So this is really the best way for you, also if you have some experience with Boogie Woogie. But especially as a beginner, you're lucky because you found this video that you're starting at instead of another video where you might just be copying something again. And yeah, copying in the beginning is fine, right? That's what we're starting with, but I just want to open your mind to the idea of exploring just these three keys to make your own melodies with. And you can stick to the same rhythm, but just change the notes. But yeah, once you played around with this a little bit, we're gonna build some hand independence and play both hands together. Now the best way to build some hand independence is to start your bass line and play that. And on your right hand, I want you to just move around your fingers. So we're not actually playing anything yet on the piano, but we still want to follow the 12-bar blues progression. And you're just gonna wave your fingers sometimes. You'll find this very challenging if you're a beginner, and that's fine, right? Because this is how hand independence is built. We start from the very, very first step, you know? We build our way up with small micro exercises like this one. You can do that for 5 minutes a day and you won't even recognize your hands on the piano in a few days if you consistently do this. Now, if that is too hard, which might be the case if you're just completely new, then you need more isolated practice for the bass line through the 12-bar blues progression to make that more automatic before activating your right hand. So you can just take a few more sessions of practice, or right now you can do it for 10 or 20 more minutes, just looping that bass line without anything on the right hand through the 12-bar blues progression. Because then you upgrade your automatic mechanism on your left hand bass line through the 12-bar blues, and then it'll be easier to focus on moving your fingers on the right hand. Now, once you've done this exercise, we can start trying to play the right hand rhythm onto the bass line. So we start our bass line, and then we play the riff how I taught it to you on the right hand, on beat 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Remember to listen and repeat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Then we go up to F. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 up to G. Same thing. Now I went up at the end here, you see? Great job. So that's step 3, playing both hands together. Now, if playing the riff in this rhythm is working for you solo, but not with the left hand, not with both hands together, then what you need, my friend, is more hand independence, obviously, which is just the act of playing both hands together. And lucky for you, I have a free 5-day course that takes you through more of these exercises I showed you earlier, where you're waving your finger at you while playing the left hand. So I've particularly put this course together for beginner students who are just starting out, who want to get to a point where they can play both hands together fast. It's called the 5-Day Hand of God Challenge, and it's your logical next step. So sign up to that below. In the description there is a link. Click that, you put in your email, and then every single day you get sent one mini exercise. They're like 5 minutes maximum, where you can build your hand independence gradually, step by step, knowing exactly what to do and how to do it. And then you can come back to this lesson after those 5 days of these fun little exercises every single day, sent to your email. And then after that you come back here and you simply try again, putting the riff, right hand riff, onto the bass line how I taught you. And from then on you can also dive into my other lessons where I teach more complex things, because that also needs hand independence. It's the most important technical ability to possess as a Boogie Woogie player, and the 5-Day Hand of God Challenge will get you there. So sign up to that now. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the 5-day challenge. Be curious to see if you can complete it in 5 days. If not, you can take a few more days, of course. But I'll see you there. Thanks for watching, and let's keep the Boogie Woogie alive.